Well, there's no Premier League predictions this weekend, so you're in for a treat. Hello everybody and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions, and what a treat we have in store for you as I'm reviewing Oxford's latest game in the Leasing.com Trophy. So before we get started with the review, which was in the end quite an entertaining game, I just want to say that please can you give this video a like if you like it, and can you also subscribe to the channel? It helps us out so much and we appreciate every single one of you. So Oxford play Portsmouth tonight in the Leasing.com Trophy. It's a terrible name for a competition that nobody really cares about, well certainly at this stage. Anyway, usually that's because teams make loads of changes and both sides did that tonight. Oxford still went in with a very strong lineup, which is what Carl Robinson promised he would do. The team was very good, include the likes of Alex Goran, Brannigan, had Matt Taylor up front, had Dickey, had Moore, had Eastwood. It was a very strong Oxford side, although it did have the people like Rob Hall and Mark Sykes and Baptiste who desperately needed game time. Portsmouth made 11 changes. It was a very young side for them with not much league experience. They did have Ryan Williams, who some of you may remember was on loan at Oxford a few years ago. So going into this game, Oxford only needed a point from it in order to secure qualification for the next round. Pompey, defending champions Pompey, had already qualified, and Oxford just about got that point because it ended up Oxford United 2, Portsmouth 2, with Portsmouth winning 5-4 on penalty. But we'll get to all that later on with the business of a penalty shootout in what turned out to be a very entertaining game. Oxford completely dominated the first half, should have been way ahead, this game should have been out of sight. It was definitely a case of missed opportunities for Oxford United. They did take the lead after about 20 odd minutes. It was Matt Taylor, he's one of our own folks, it's his 4th goal of the season. Shandon Baptiste with the assist, but another good finish for Taylor, and that's one of the main encouraging things that came out of tonight, that he carried on his goal scoring run. But chance after chance came to Oxford, and how we weren't 2 or 3 goals up at the break, I will never know. It was mainly down to Pompey's goalkeeper having a screamer. Alex Bass in goal for Portsmouth. He definitely kept your side in it tonight with a wonderful display. And much like happens so often with Oxford, we're made to pay for not taking our chances, and it was 1-1 at half time. Letteridge finishing off a move for Pompey. They barely had a sniff all night. It was so frustrating to go in at 1-1. Despite the second half largely going the same way, it was really Portsmouth who grew into this game, and they arguably had the best chance before they did indeed take the lead, and that was with Gareth Evans, who produced a good save from Eastwood. But at that point, Oxford once again were just being so wasteful, and it just looked like it was going to be one of those nights that would end in disaster. And that seems to be the case, Oxford fans. We've seen this so many times before down the years. A game we're in complete control of, but we just can't score. And in the 85th minute, Portsmouth took the lead. It was one of their rare breakaways in the game. It came through to Walks, and he beat Eastwood to the ball and made it 2-1. I was honestly thinking like the sides let Robinson down a little bit at this point. You've had tons of corners, tons of crosses, tons of chances. Really should have cut this game to bed. However, we did manage to get the point we needed. It was Rob Dickey in the end who scored a 91st minute equaliser. Finally a free kick where Oxford got something from it. The ball wasn't cleared properly and it fell to Dickey and he lashed it in for a much deserved equaliser. And then it came down to penalties to see who would get the all-important bonus point. That means so much at the end of the year. And just like in the normal game, Oxford had their bloody chances and couldn't take it. Ben Close missed Portsmouth's 3rd penalty by hitting it over the bar. Oxford were perfect up until their final penalty, and it came down to Ruffles for the win. But it was saved. But then Pompey went and missed their next penalty with Waltz putting it wide. So then it came down to Ajayi, or Ajayi. You'll have to tell me how to pronounce that name in the comments below. For the win! And he hit it over the bar. And then Portsmouth scored, and then it came down to Sam Long to keep us in it this time. And could he keep us in it? No, he bloody couldn't. He missed his penalty as well. 3 penalties missed by Oxford in a row, which meant Portsmouth won this game on a penalty shootout by 5 goals to 4. Well done to Portsmouth. Let's just get that out of the way now. You changed 11 players before the game. It was some people might have even said that was a Pompey C side or a youth side. Very good result. Well done to you guys. But this is a massive missed opportunity to Oxford United. Let's not kid ourselves. No one's going to care about this result at the end of the season. We've got through to the next round in the tournament. No one really cares about this trophy unless we play Swindon or unless we get to the area semi-final. Thanks very much for watching this video, everyone. Hope you liked it. Once again, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Doncaster is going to be a much tougher game on Saturday. Let's just hope Oxford are more on it than they were today, and let's hope we can get 3 points in the bag.